Oi pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Estamos mais uma vez aqui para gravar um vídeo. O vídeo de hoje é a continuação aqui da nossa leitura, né? Estamos aqui na parte 4 deste livrinho aqui, tá bom? Então vamos lá. Chapter 7. Guinevere woke up in the forest. She was cold and alone. Lancelot had gone. She saw Excalibur next to her and knew that Arthur had come. She had seen her and Lancelot. Guinevere felt very guilty and sad. Suddenly, some of Arthur's knights came. Guinevere hid the sword in her long dress so they would not know that Arthur had been there. "You must come with us," said one of the knights. "Where are you going?" asked Guinevere. "You will see," said the knight, and he took Guinevere onto his horse. They rode in silence until they came to a small castle far away on a hill. Inside were two women. "You will stay here. We will look you in and you will have only these two women to talk to and to help you," said the knight. "But away," asked Guinevere. "King Arthur says that you will know way. Why? Every day you must ask God to forgive you for your guilt and your betrayal." Then the knights left and Guinevere was left alone in a small room. She hid Excalibur and began to ask God to forgive her. A few days later, Arthur and two of his knights went hunting in the forest. They rode deeper and deeper into the forest until their horses grew tired. They got off their horses and walked. Darkness fell, and Arthur and his loyal knights were lost. Suddenly they saw a castle. They decided to spend the night there. They crossed the drawbridge and entered the courtyard. There they asked for the lord or the lady of the castle. Morgana Le Fay appeared. "I am the lady of this castle. Welcome, Arthur, my brother and king. You and your knights can spend the night here." Arthur didn't know that Morgana Le Fay had magic powers, or that she was jealous and wanted to hurt him, so he agreed to stay there. Arthur and his knights had dinner and went to bed. Morgana Le Fay made sure that they were sleeping. Then she walked into Arthur's room and stole Excalibur's scabbard. The scabbard had magic powers and protected Arthur from getting ill or wounded. She got on her horse and rode fast through the forest until she came to a deep lake. She threw the scabbard into the water so Arthur couldn't no longer use it. Then she turned into a hawk and flew back to her castle. Far away in another forest, Merlin was riding with Nimue. Nimue was a woman who had magic powers too, so Merlin wanted her closely. He asked her questions to find out what she knew, and they didn't some magic together. Merlin enjoyed teaching her new magic. That day, Nimue asked Merlin to teach her the dragon's breath, the trick of the mist. "I'm not sure," said Merlin. "That is a very special trick. If I teach you that trick, you can bring the mist to hide things, to confuse people and play tricks. I promise to use it well," answered Nimue. "All right," replied Merlin. Merlin and Nimue arrived at a rock with a narrow opening. He led her through the opening, and Nimue realized that they were inside a cave. Merlin told her the magic words to call the mist, the dragon's breath. Nimue watched and learned, but she also moved into the cave until Merlin was in a corner. Then she used more magic and made Merlin feel very confused. He couldn't see through the mist and felt sleepy. "Where are you, Nimue? What's happening?" he cried. Nimue didn't answer. Instead, she left the cave and used magic to close the opening in the rock. Merlin was locked inside the cave. When Arthur woke up, he wasn't in Morgan's castle. He was in his bed in Camelot. He felt terrible. He became ill and couldn't leave his bed. He needed Merlin, but Merlin didn't come when he called. Arthur lay in bed and dreamed of Guinevere, Lancelot, and also the wicked Morgan. He wished he could live his life again and do things differently. Chapter 8. Time passed and Arthur was still ill. One night Arthur had a dream. He dreamed that he had to find the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail was a holy cup. Arthur dreamed that if he had the Holy Grail, he wouldn't get better. In the morning, he called all his knights one more time to the round table. He managed to leave his bed for the meeting. All the knights were shocked at how terrible Arthur looked. He looked old and ill. "What can we do to help you?" they asked. "Oh, my loyal knights," said Arthur, "I have had a dream. You must go and look for the Holy Grail. When you find it, bring it to me, and I will drink for it and feel better." "Of course, good king, we will go," they said. They prepared to leave to their horse and rode off to find the Holy Grail to give the king. The kings rode many miles looking for the Holy Grail. They rode through snow and rain. They were cold, often hungry. They looked in every corner of the land. Sometimes they thought they had found it, but they never did. They split up and traveled alone or in small groups. Years passed. One day Sir Percival was reading alone in a dark forest, and he saw a young boy. The boy was loyal and said, "Follow me, I will help you," and he ran off. Percival had not seen another person for a long time, so he followed the boy through the trees until he stopped by a big tree and looked up. Percival looked up too, and he was shocked to see three dead knights hanging from the tree. "What has happened?" he cried. Suddenly, Morgan Le Fay came out of a cave behind some trees. He looked beautiful and young. 10 years had passed, but she had not changed. Percival wondered why. "Have you seen your friends, the knights?" she asked. "I used my powers and they came to me. I hung them on the tree and watched them die." She laughed a wicked laugh. "You are so evil. Why did you do it?" asked Percival. "I want to kill Arthur's knights so that my son will be king," said Morgan, and she walked over to the young boy. "This is my son, Mordred, and he will be king." Morgan Le Fay began to say some magic words and ordered to kill Percival, but he turned away and rode as fast as his horse could go into the forest. Mordred wanted to go after him, but his mother stopped him. "Let him go, Mordred, sooner or later. He will come back," she said. Percival rode until it was too dark to go any further. He found a safe spot and lay down to rest, because he was exhausted. He dreamed that he saw a place with the Holy Grail. He dreamed that he could reach the beautiful cup and take it back to Arthur. 5 years passed and Morgan kept telling her son that he would be king. She taught him how to find, and he found some knights to follow him. Mordred wanted to meet King Arthur and asked Morgan when he could do that. Morgan told him to wait until he was 16, and then she would send him to meet Arthur. When the time came, Mordred was full of hate, and he rode to Camelot, hoping to find King Arthur and become king. When he arrived at Camelot, he cried, "King Arthur, come and fight for your land." Arthur came out of the castle. He was still ill and he looked old. He looked at Mordred, who was a handsome young man, and she said, "Welcome to Camelot. Brave knights are always welcome here." Mordred didn't know what to do, because he had never known any kindness. He had only known his mother and her wicked tricks, her talk of evil and battle. "I want no welcome from you," he said. "I will return and take Camelot." After saying these words, Mordred rode away. Eu vou parar o vídeo por aqui, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Na próxima parte nós vamos finalizar o livro, tá bom? Curte aí, comenta, compartilha, aciona o sininho e até a próxima. Tchau, tchau e se